Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm doing okay. This afternoon, I want to take just a few minutes to talk about the importance of having a will, and if not a will, at least a durable power of attorney. I'll tell you why. With the recent passing of my uncle, we've run into some hurdles that we're trying to jump over, and it's because my uncle wasn't really prepared for passing. I don't know if he ever, well, first of all, I didn't think he knew he was going to pass, but he didn't necessarily have anything set in stone as far as who would make what decision, who would be able to have authority over certain things, who would get certain things, who would be in charge of certain things. And last year, well, 2 years ago, when I started having issues with my health, I appointed, I appointed my youngest daughter to be my durable power of attorney. And that was free of charge. We went down to the bank, and one of the bank reps wrote up this durable power of attorney. And in it, it states that my daughter, in the event that I can't make decisions for myself, if I become incapacitated, she can make decisions as far as my bank accounts go. I put her name on my bank accounts, all bank accounts that I have, and I have a couple different banks. We went to each bank and had her name put on my bank account. She doesn't have the power to take money out of my bank account now, but like I said, if a situation came where I wasn't able to make decisions for myself, she can do that for me. She can take money out of my account. She can pay my bills, whether it's credit card, utilities, rent. If I had a car payment, she could do that. And she can also file any tax returns that need to be filed. Durable power of attorney does not give anybody the power to sell possessions. That is where a will would come in. She can't decide who gets what from my home. Now that's something that I need to work on. I need to get a will in place for myself as far as any possessions that I have. Right now I don't own a home, but if I did, I would need a will and name someone an executor of my situation to make the decision to sell a house that I might own and split it between, how many children I would have or how many children you would have. Something we're running into now is with my uncle a vehicle that he was paying for. There was no direction on what to do with his money, who could make that car payment, stuff like that. We did have to go to the bank and present a certificate of death to his bank just to let them know. Now, if we want to do anything about any money that he might have in the bank, now we would have to go to court and go to the probate and let a judge decide what happens to the money, or let a judge appoint whoever to take care of the money. Also, just his possessions. We're like, what do we do with everything now? Now we have the duty of cleaning out his apartment and storing his stuff. So it's not just death that you need to really think about what's going to happen to your stuff or your money. It's a moment of, or a time of, you could be in a major car accident and be on life support, or in a coma, or anything could happen where you survive and you can't make decisions for yourself. You become incapacitated. I am not a lawyer. I am not a financial genius. I am just a 55-year-old woman with a YouTube channel that whenever a thought comes to my head or whatever, if you've watched my videos, I get on my camera and I start talking about it. And that is what I wanted to talk to you about today, is appointing someone as your durable power of attorney, and also getting a will. So if something were to happen to you, and in the worst case, your death, your untimely death, and let's face it, no one knows when they're gonna die. My uncle didn't know that he was going to die that day. We need to be a little proactive and line things up. I've got I don't want to say it because it will signal my Alexa on some music, and I guess there was an audience clapping on it. Anyways, no one knows what's going to happen to them. So even if you have $100 in the bank, even if you live in just an apartment, or your tax return isn't anything that you get a bunch of stuff out and you don't have a lot to claim in taxes, you still need to have someone appointed as at least a durable power of attorney. I got that far in my stuff, in my affairs. Now witnessing what I'm going through, or not witnessing, going through what we're going through right now, you need to have some kind of will. Even if you don't own anything major. If you have an apartment full of furniture, someone needs to make the decision on what goes to that. You don't want your family to have to go through a probate. And even if it's not a fight in court, still a probate is something that takes time, and it's not done overnight. You need to file. That costs money. I think you see where I'm getting at. You just don't know what's going to happen to you. So get your affairs in line. Another thing is if you have a retirement account, like myself, my 401k, or life insurance through your employer, like I do, you need to appoint someone to be your beneficiary, which means this person is, whoever you designate to be a beneficiary is the one that is able to collect from your 401k or your life insurance plan, and that person would get everything in line. You need to have someone set, and it needs to be someone that you can trust. I chose my youngest daughter. I do have, a daughter that's older, and not to open anything up, but it needs to be someone that you can trust to handle your affairs in a time when you can't. So right now, we're getting as far as emptying his apartment out and turning in the plates to his vehicle, but we have this vehicle that, we'll see what happens with it, So that's about all I have. Again, I'm not an attorney. I do not speak attorney language or, words or vocab or whatever. I'm just a simple woman telling you that what we're running into now, and the steps I took when I started having problems with my health, to make sure someone can handle my affairs. I hope that you have someone in your life that you trust and that can step up if you're not able to. Thank you for watching. I will talk to you all again soon. Be well. Be safe.